Well, hi there. This is Lee Reynolds. I'm very happy you could stop by. You know, I'm very pleased with the reception that Checklist for Staying Healthy has received. It would appear it's a more popular subject than I had even imagined. Staying healthy has been the most enjoyable for me of the books I've written so far, the primary reason being that the book's not just another piece on the subject of health, with emphasis on exercise and diet. It's a book about additional health methods used by quite a number of others for many years, including myself, as well as most helpful things I have discovered while researching the subject. Although I've been excited about the project from the beginning, I found myself saying, hey, what are you doing? You're not a medical doctor. You're just a regular guy. And I was a little troubled by the idea that I'm not a doctor, and here I am writing about medical matters. Then I was surprised and very happy to find during my research a good number of very reputable medical doctors who completely support the same methods I've described and suggested in Checklist for Staying Healthy. The fact that so many doctors endorse these methods made me realize my project was not just a clinical trial of one. And, oh yes, the joys of being in good health. What a blessing for those of us who are fortunate enough to be healthy. Like a lot of others, it came about by realizing that I wasn't really 20 years old anymore, and I decided to do some things to make an improvement in my health. It wasn't that I was in such terrible shape, since I have been using a number of good health practices for many years. But let's face it, there's always room for improvement, and since I had jumped into it, I decided I might as well document my progress, do some research and testing along the way, and put it all in a convenient checklist for myself as well as all my reader friends. Even though I've been a fairly physically active person most of my life, starting to do more exercise was something I really thought would never happen for me. The idea of more exercise didn't bother me so much, but the thought of going to a gym was really kind of repulsive to me, to be honest with you. But I knew I would have to do it in order to write the book and not be a hypocrite by suggesting to others that they exercise. So after making myself go to the gym several months later, I'm now looking forward to my visits to the gym and the benefits I get from it. Ironically, about the time I started the book, a friend mentioned to me the subject of ionized alkaline water, something I had not heard of before. It sounded interesting, the idea of water that was not just filtered, but put through an electrolysis process that made the water molecules smaller and reportedly good for human consumption. When looking around, I found a lot of health claims and rave reviews on the subject of ionized water. But I had to ask myself, were all those dramatic claims true, or were they only elaborate statements made by people that were trying to sell something that could turn out to only be just another bottle of snake oil? Being an engineer and someone who had been taught at an early age to thoroughly investigate, look, and not listen, confirm, and verify data, well, I decided to put the ionized water to the test and get some definitive results. During the writing of Checklist for Staying Healthy, I spent over a month doing comprehensive scientific testing of the ionized alkaline water, and I've included the test results in the book. Along with the subjects of exercise, diet, a special help section for tobacco users, I included on the checklist something that I have been aware of for many years, yet oddly enough had managed to neglect myself for quite some time. This is a very vital ingredient on the checklist, something I consider to be one of the most important parts, and something I've observed that most people completely overlook in their quest for staying healthy. It is my sincere hope that you use the checklist for staying healthy and get as much benefit from it as so many others have.